we all enjoyed the BRB music there. That last one was a Note Block remix. Did I say y'all or... whatever. I don't even know. Note Block's Limio City remix from X and Y 4 months ago. Yeah, when X and Y was super trending because ZA got announced. I make my grand return with food again. The last of the leftover pizza. We are running at double the speed. It has gotten up to that amount. Last of the leftover pizza. So it's gonna be another one of those times of boring content creator mode. As I refill my water. As I eat and drink. And get fueled up here. Been going since 6 a.m. It is currently 7:44 p.m. So, we're getting there. We are indeed getting there. Almost 14 hours in. So, this button, because this is I'm not a mukbang streamer, and I think eating on stream is kind of gross. So, just go through the snow. I don't even clear it. Neat. Oh, I can probably break those, right? Wait, this is perfect. Usually, if I'm eating on stream. Are you rocking steel? God damn it. Usually, I'm eating on stream. I'm still talking a fair bit, and I'm not getting through my food very fast. Because I don't like being silent for too long. Okay. But in this case, maybe I should actually hold back and focus on food. Because then, I'm not saying the stupid word. Dang it. Guess that works. So maybe I should actually feel free to not talk as much while I'm eating. And avoid that situation. Maybe. Whoop, whatever. Where am I going? No idea what that is. Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting to stock up on revives and crap. What? So hard. Okay, so... it's a Pokemon that the person playing the game has to turn the 3DS upside down to evolve. Such a dumb evolution method. Okay. There's a thing there. Whatever. I don't care. This way we go. Thank goodness there's no Wii being banned. I say that a lot too. What? Oh. Wee! The snowstorm with that environment behind. Harmonia. This time, I challenge you to a battle in front of Anastar City's gym. You better be ready. I will be. I have a new friend now. Just because the parents were great, it surely does not mean that their children will also be great. In fact, the opposite is often true. This thing. Fine now. Come on. Wow. So there's a gym here, right? It doesn't say. I thought Caleb said that he wanted to meet me in front of Anastar's Pokemon gym. Use Nuzzle. Oh, Emma and Mimi are back as well. Yes, excellent timing all around. Emma, have you introduced yourself to our visitor from a faraway land? Go with this look. Congratulations. I present you these battle points for your supreme victory. Has the bot ever picked that up? Against Battle Chantilly. Tell you what, if it's in-game dialogue, but the bot catches it, I'll allow it. I swear I set it up, right? Let me check really quickly. Yeah, it says that's recognized it before, and this is what it's meant to recognize. What? Oh! Okay. Hi. Thank. Oh my goodness. I almost said the one word, and then I almost said the other word. Save again. I caught myself. So... Oh my god, it's breaking the game. This is a really cool area, but it's just being run so dang fast now. Where? There's a gym here. Don't know why I didn't show it. You'd like the pink juice. It goes down really well. It has a light aroma and taste. The base speed stat of the Pokemon that drinks it will go up. Now that Doggy has come down to say hi to me, which I hope does not grab my food here. Because apparently earlier today, while she was upstairs, my mom heard something and found that she had completely hoovered half of the rhubarb cake that my mom had made. Completely stolen that. Because you are extremely, extremely food motivated. Like the most I've ever seen in a Doggy. And if I'm talking to the Doggy, let's say that doesn't count either. Hey, hey, hey. No. Stay away from my plate of food. Nuh-uh. Hey. Yeah, you are a sweetie. That I'm just gonna say if I'm talking to the Doggy here, that it's not gonna count. Probably gonna say it a whole bunch here. Yeah, you are definitely a sweetie. But, my goodness, the protection against other Doggies, the insane food motivation, that can probably be taught out. But when it comes to other Doggies and going after prey, where that might be a little bit more instilled, I'm not quite certain. But you are quite a sweetie with people. You are very sweet. And if we don't end up keeping you around, which is most likely going to be the case, I do really hope that you end up going to a really loving home, because you do have lots of love to give. But you would not do well at, say, a lake cabin. Like we have, or in places in general where there's a lot of other Doggies around. Yeah, you would not. You leave me, you be. Did I have my treats around here somewhere? Might have moved them into a different space. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you finding crumbs on me here? Dog cam, please. Want to see new baby? Yeah, I'm thinking most likely she's probably not sticking around here. Just a little brief time of babysitting here. Hey, you trying to find crumbs? You've gotten a whole bunch of nose and stuff and drool all over my controller now. What are you doing? Yeah, Loophole gets all the bad words to Doggo. Yeah, that's right. Hey, stop. I'm trying to do my 24-hour stream here. I want to eat my food without you trying to steal it. Don't get into my trash can again. Tell you what. Found where I put my treats. It was under the desk here. I will... Hey. I'll give you one treat here. Oh, that one's mostly crumbs. Maybe not that one. That's more better off in like some dog bowl or something mixed in with Doggy food. Oh, these are the super gross smelling ones. Jesse always seemed to love them. Here. There you go. Yeah, you're probably hoping that there's a lot more to hoover there. But you're probably hoping for. I don't think the Doggy cam is going to work here because... Oh, no, it is on top of the other stuff. It's not area dose there. I'm worried that you're going to come over and try to steal my food. Oh, you didn't eat it at first. You think that's kind of weird, too. Jesse always scarfed them down. They do smell really weird. Nope, that's it. That's it. Nope. More. Yeah. EP energy is off the chain. Yeah, a bit here. But yeah, it's mostly the other Doggies getting so reactive around them, going at their throats if one of them is getting more attention, or if any of them is remotely a threat to her territory and her attention that she could get. And prey instinct to just chase little creatures with everything she's got, which, if that happened out at the lake and she wasn't chained up, she'd just be gone. And one of the most difficult things with Jessie was that she did not get along with other dogs. That's the case. Like, and that never changed with her. We tried for so long. I mean, we had her for 15 years to get her over that and be better with other dogs. Nope, leave that be. And that never changed with her. So with some dogs, I'm sure it's something that you can train out. But with some, like it was with Jessie, like, that's not always the case. Like, with her, it was very deeply ingrained. With you not being, like, the youngest pup anymore, already being over a year old, that might be kind of ingrained. You leave my plate alone. So, in an environment like the lake with so many other doggies, and plus with there being other doggies in the family, and me just wanting to spend time, with family, be able to bring my doggie along. While she is, like, very loving and sweet, I don't think that she's quite the right fit. Hey, for this household. Hey. Nope. Not for you. So, yeah. Oh, he's battling me. I would like to be able to eat my food. But I feel like the moment I let my guard down, you're gonna try and sneak through here. I'm not gonna need to Mega Evolve Lucario, am I? Sure, let's just do this. But she is a very sweet doggy. I'm sure there is a perfect home out there for her. But the environment that we have here, might not be the best for her. We have to consider both what's best for us and what's best for her. Is the case. Even though you are very sweet, and it has been very fun looking after you for a few days here. I'll do this. So yeah, that's the doggy situation here. This is what's been going on. So I hope that this has been a fun, close to week that you've been here. But yeah, I'm not quite sure if I realistically see this working out. The case, not quite the right environment when there's other doggies and things to chase if the gate is open out the lake. Might not be the best environment here. It's, are you part fairy? But very loving doggy that I hope would not struggle to find a home. Not big crumbs down there. Alright, back to eating. Better not try anything funny. I was not planning on saving any of this for you. That's what you're hoping here. Is this for real now? Yeah, you're not part fairy. Yeah, I got like one bite. Ah. But she turns when I'm making noises. She's not used to be streaming here. I'm still playing catch up to you. Hey, I'm not always chatting to you. It's okay. Yeah, from chatting to Doggy, it doesn't count. Let's say. I don't have any food. Sander chose only Team Flare. You and I chose everyone but Team Flare. Since our positions forced our hands, can't really say any of us were right. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. My name is Hennessy. Might I ask your name? Lady Harmonia. Fine name. Yeah, I can do this. What I can do. He doesn't heal me. Oh. He does. So, let me in. Alright, another Pokemon gym. Hi, Armor Fossil. Are you a reserved person? Oh. Whoa, okay. This is interesting. Oh. It's not going that way? Nope. This way. Speed level at, you can see it. Just underneath the Doggy Cam. Dang it, man. 210. It's always on screen there. You can always tell what it's at. I probably don't need to do that, but whatever. So it's fast. So, yeah. We'll be going through this gym fast, I guess. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. I'm extremely confused here. I guess I'll just keep moving forward until I find things. Gee. Oh, she was just head right here. Basically gonna go back to that again. Hoping that I give her some of my food here. I already gave you a treat. I did? Yeah. I don't know. Duchess Harry, not the Harry Duchess? Apparently not. Yeah, Duchess Harry. And from, like we were mentioning earlier, I don't know if Anima was here when it was mentioned. Because of how frequent it is, I think we're not going to include the variants with other things at the end. Just the actual word. Because the actual word is happening very often. Things like, yo, Duchess Harry. We're not counting that because this is too much. I don't have any food for you. Just for safety. No. Relax. Relax. Wow, really? Nice. And then, I don't know. This? I haven't fought you yet. I guess I'll do it just for experience. I'm looking mostly, I was relaxing watching TV and putting away all your stuff. Nice, nice. Very productive there. My mom was also telling me earlier today, when it comes to Pupper here, if someone else was going by with a dog, then she'd be right at the fence, like snarling, like ready to tear someone's head off, pretty much. Very extremely protective of her domain now. It exists only by absorbing the power of the cosmos. And that was basically the way it was for Jessie as well, but with next Doggy, that's not really something that we want. I want a Doggy that gets along better with other Doggies. I haven't used Zabumafu yet. So I'm using this Z-jerk rather than saying the Y word. Uh-oh. Lance Wrap. So whose move is 1,000 Arrow? Or 1,000 Arrows? Whose is that? What? I'm feeling lucky. Hello. Uh-oh. Well, when it comes to training, we would probably just want to do training ourselves. And there are some traits that can be trained out. Like, probably the obsessiveness with food, for example. You don't need Fire Spin. Gosh dang! There are some things like that that can be trained out. But when it comes to things like the really not getting along with other dogs, that's the kind of thing that Jessie just had for life. We had her for 15 years, and that never changed. There was only one dog in the entire world, a golden retriever out at the lake cabin, who she got along with. And get along with might be a little bit of a stretch. It might be more accurate to say tolerated, because he accepted that she was the boss. And she, yeah, she was never all that interested in playing with him. He would really, really want to play with her, and sometimes she'd run around with him for a few minutes, and then she'd be done. And then she'd just kind of hang around with him nearby. And he wouldn't be able to go for any of her toys. She would snap at him if he did that, so we would not do that. Like, let him get near toys, and he kind of very quickly learned not to go after her toys. But her crazy protectiveness and obsessiveness with all of her things, and just despising all other dogs, that never really changed. And the one dog that she did tolerate, that took years of slowly getting them used to each other. It took a lot of time, a lot of patience for her to be able to get along with one dog, well, tolerate one other dog. And she still hated all other dogs. You couldn't really expose her to any other doggies because she would just immediately attack them and need to make sure that they know that she's the boss, she's the one in charge. So that was very deeply ingrained. That didn't change over 15 years, and not from lack of trying. Well, with like our efforts with the golden retriever, the lake there, who eventually became friends with her. So stuff like that can be very deeply ingrained. And Jessie we got when she was 4 months old, and that's just the way that she always was. She lived to 15 years. We got her when she was 4 months old. This doggy is a little bit over a year, so that might be even more ingrained at this point. So there are some things that you can teach out, and maybe it's possible that you can teach out the hating other dogs thing and being super jealous of them. But that's not always the case, and Jessie was a really good example of that, where that was just a trait that she always had. And we think that for our next doggy, we'd really, really like to have a doggy that gets along with other doggies, so we can be doing family gatherings and be able to have the doggy along. So we can go out at the lake and have the dog off leash and not worry about them running off and going and tearing someone's throat out. All that. Like, it's... especially with an environment like the lake cabin, it's not really the best environment for that kind of doggy that really despises other doggies. Huh? It was on Estival Avenue, right? I don't really get it, but okay. Versus Olympia, it's so dang fast! Staravia. So, yeah, there would have to be a lot of training that went into any doggy, but if a doggy's been around, like, before even being found by the shelter for a while, fending for themselves, there's a lot of these traits that are probably very ingrained and might not ever change. Like, Jessie was never a street dog. She lived on a farm for the first 4 months of her life. And yet, those aspects were still so deeply ingrained. And like cuddling as well. She hated that. She hated anyone getting near her face. We would try to kind of ease her into things being a little bit more cuddly, being more open to petting. She never got more into it. She would tolerate it, sort of. She would kind of growl at you and be like, yeah, please don't, please stop that. I don't have a good dark type move now, do I? Oh. I'm going to be weak to Psychic. I could try Sucker Punch, but we'll see here. I'll try it out. But she was always weird about physical affection. You get your face in her face, and she'll snarl and be insanely mean. She had bitten me a couple times from doing that. But usually would just growl at her immediate family if someone was doing that. Oh, yikes. Gosh dang it. Oh yeah, you have to recharge. I should have figured. And I guess I could have just done X scissor from there. Whoops. This is what I should have done. Usually immediate family, she would just growl at. She did bite me a couple times over her life. Hey, Meloetta, you probably got that a whole lot easier than it is in Legends ZA to get. I don't know, sure, just do this. But if it was someone that wasn't the immediate family, like a different family member that was coming and visiting, she has bit and made people bleed before. She gave my cousin's older kid a piercing once, and she gave my cousin like a decent mark on the nose when we told him not to get in her face, and he did anyway, and did that. So, and even with our efforts to kind of get her used to closer pets and like, it's okay, we're not going to... I'm not going to count this. I just need to articulate my words here properly. We're not going to hurt you or anything. We want to show you that you're loved and all that, and just kind of ease you into some of this closer affection and getting closer to your face. She never got over that. That was something that she had for her whole life. Dang it. So there are some of those ingrained kind of things that... This is probably the time to use this, right? I stocked up on a few of these. There are some aspects like that that are just really deeply ingrained. So some of the behavior issues, like the really wanting to steal food all the time, that kind of thing I have no doubt can definitely be trained out. But the really not liking other dogs part, I'm not entirely sure that it can, because it never changed for Jessie, and we got her so much younger. The contact at Scars, the rescue society that she's from, create your path, let nothing get in your way, your fate, your future, suggested that something that might work better for us might be getting a younger pup that we can kind of train into the dog from a young age that we want in the family. Someone that would be good as an off-leash lake dog. That might not be a bad idea. And the doggy here, Gingy, she is incredibly loving with people. She's super affectionate. She loves cuddles. She loves physical affection. The complete opposite of Jessie in that regard. And is really sweet and nice. But the other traits, like going after other doggies, is the kind of thing where we're not entirely sure whether that can really be trained out. And considering our lake cabin and other doggies in the family, this might not really be the best environment for her long term, or for us dealing with that over again, when this time we just kind of want a dog that will be able to get along with other dogs, and without we don't have to be constantly supervising to make sure she doesn't attack somebody. Like, I got a decent few scoldings over the years from pet owners when my eyes would be off Jessie for a little bit and she would go after their dog. If we were at like the off-leash park or something like that and she made a dash towards another dog that was coming through. And I distinctly remember this one guy in the back of my head that just looked at me with such a look of disgust, and he told me, "How to control your dog, man." And like, just completely stunned by my dog's behavior. And like, I was the most irresponsible owner for letting that happen. When it was an off-leash park, I didn't even know that he was there behind the trees, kind of hidden from view. And I've been trying all of Jessie's life to be able to make her more open to that, and that never changed with her. That was just the way that she was for her whole life. She was very affectionate towards her family, but you don't have enough money. But man, did she hate other doggies. And that's the kind of thing that I don't really want to go through again. I would much prefer to have a loving doggy that just really wants to be friends with everyone first and foremost. It doesn't have to be like a control freak who's constantly in charge, like Jessie essentially was. And yeah, finding that fit, like as sweet as Gingy here is, I don't really think that she's that fit. I wonder if Pokemon slept in this bed. So what's best for her and us long term is probably she stays up for adoption and gets adopted by another home, and we keep looking for someone that more closely fits the niche that we're looking for, that lets us have the doggy off-leash at the lake, or off-leash in off-leash parks, without worrying about another dog's throat being torn out at all times. Yikes, if I'm facing Mighty Yana, I should be using... Yes, correct, let's continue. As Fennekin's weight 20.7 pounds, so fashion is all about how you understand yourself. So that's the reason I'm wearing shorts as well. I was shocked when the weather changed during a Pokemon battle. It's a major battle. It resets the game normally for a little bit, but that's a doggy situation. And she is like a super loving doggy, and I do really like her. She's super fun to play with. She is really sweet, but this is not... I don't think that this is the best thing long term for both sides, so yeah.